Hi, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone. So this is another section, our second week of our Power Automate section. And last week we had the opportunity to start this program. And today, a new week, we'll begin another section. So, Mr. Emmanuel, please, are you online? Please, can you just come online and go ahead, please? Thank you so much once again for joining us this time to teach us more about Power Automate again. So thank you so much once again. So, Mr. Emmanuel, please, you have the floor.
Yeah, hello guys.
Hello,
Can you
good
hear
morning.
me?
Yeah, we can. Thank you so much once again.
All right, perfect, perfect. Sorry, my voice is not too loud today. I'm not feeling the best, so you guys will bear with me. I might not be as energetic as last week when we met, but then I'm sure we all learned something from the last week class. I showed your Power Automate. We did like a simple example, and I believe it was fun. Like it was a fun one because I remember the first time I learned Power Automate as well. I was like, wow. So I have all this in my fingertips right now. I can do all of this. But before we go into what I have planned for today, I know a link was sent out for us to create our developer accounts. Because if you don't have a developer account, there's no way you'll be able to follow me. And the thing about Power Automate or any learning, even Python, Power BI, if you are just watching someone do it and not you doing it yourself, yeah, I promise you, you won't learn that fast. So that was why I wanted everyone to create the student account. So maybe you can just drop in the chat if you have your Microsoft developer accounts ready. So I know how many people are ready and they are going to follow along. And in case you have troubles while trying to follow along as well, I can always guide in the right direction. And if we don't have many people that have created that, I guess I'll just build one or two things. And also, I'd love to show you guys Power Automate Desktop because what I showed you guys last week is Power Automate Cloud. The cloud is similar to the desktop version, but a bit different. So, nobody in the chat, oh wow, nobody created an account. All right, fine. Okay, guys, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to take us through the desktop version of Microsoft Power Automate. And we try to build something on the desktop version as well. I'm sure last week we learned something from the cloud. I think I'll just do like a bit refresher as well of what the cloud is all about. And all right, 1 minute. All right, perfect. Can you see my screen? Oh, Opeyemi Usman. Okay. For Opeyemi, let me try to get that answered. Okay, come on. All right. Um, so what you do is you go to, I think most of the time I always go to like myoffice.com and you can sign in. And this is my own learning account here. This Moko at Mokoli, whatever. That is my own learning account. And now I'm in my Microsoft account now. Shows me Copilot and all these other things. Okay, waiting for it to fully load. Come in, Copilot. Think you should see this admin thing. Ah, sorry. I'm going to go back. It's trying to load things up, but I'm going to go back to show you how you can navigate to your Power Automate if it's a bit difficult for you. And my internet is a bit slow today. I don't know why. So yeah, first thing I did is to log into my office.com, Microsoft Office account. I see my admin here, or you can even select, I think, apps as well. Okay, this just shows you the app. Oh, I don't even have to go the long way. You can just click on apps after you log into your office.com. So let me just drop what I did here. My office.com. Office.com, log into your office.com. It shows you like the whole Microsoft 365, Copilot, and all those things. Click on apps. You don't have to go to the admin. Once you get to the apps, you can click on all apps. It shows you all the apps you have access to. Definitely Power Automate to be here. Let me search here. Yeah, this is my Power Automate here. So log into your microsoftoffice.com, go to the apps. You see all the apps you have access to. You have access to your Power BI online, your Power Pages, your Power Apps, OneNote, name it. Microsoft Forms to do all in the Microsoft accounts, learning accounts you created. Is that is that helpful, Opeyemi? If you can't speak, you can just drop a message to know that that's clear. Okay, perfect, Opeyemi. And Damilola said, I tried creating an account, but it said that I'm not eligible. Damilola, so I'm sure what you did was you used your existing account. You are meant to create a new Microsoft Outlook account to do this exercise and not your existing one. Sunday, please can you mute yourself? Thank you. So Damilola, I'm sure what you did was you used your already Microsoft Outlook account to create this. It's better to create a brand new Microsoft Outlook account and then you start from there. I hope that's clear. All right. So yeah, we have Power Automate here. And I guess we can build a simple flow. I guess we can build a simple flow with everyone in here. And I'm thinking of something straightforward, not too complex, that everyone here can do. Should we go with Microsoft Forms? But the thing now, I know how many people Opeyemi is having issues trying to get to Microsoft Power Automate. Opeyemi, once you have Microsoft Power Automate open, can you just type yeah, like yes, I have it open, so I know how many people have it open. I know Favor one. I'm waiting on Opeyemi. Okay, I'm already. I'm using already created account and it's working fine. Perfect. We have someone else here. Adeyemi. Good. So I know I have two people. I just need one more confirmation from Opeyemi now to know that it's working. Um, okay. I think while we wait for others to get it active, let me just speak on Power Automate Desktop and the difference between it. Because now that you have an idea of what Power Automate is, you might go for like an interview and they tell you, oh, which Power Automate do you use? Do you use Power Automate Cloud or do you use Power Automate Desktop? Just like the name sounds, where is it? This is the Power Automate Cloud. Okay. Oh, Adeyemi. Perfect. Oh, I see that you have it already. That's good. That's good. All right. So this is Power Automate Cloud, what we discussed last week, where you see the automated instant cloud flow, scheduled cloud flow, all these things. And the thing with automated is that it gets to do everything online on the web. You don't need to install anything on your system to work with Power Automate Cloud. But if you want to take it to the next level, like next level, you want Power Automate not just to do something on SharePoint or something online for you. You want it to do something on your system locally. Like you want Power Automate to maybe open a folder, go to a particular folder for you, rename a document, open your Excel, do some calculations for you in Excel, save the document back for you, and maybe move it to like a SharePoint folder. Everything on your system and not necessarily on the cloud. That's where Power Automate Desktop comes in. And it's a very, very powerful tool. Think now I'll just give you like a brief overview on how you can get it as well, because having a combination of the desktop and the cloud is a beautiful combination. Like I've been using both recently and I see endless possibilities when you combine the two together to do things for you. Like you want to do some things on your laptop and you want to do something on the web and you merge them together. Like, the result is amazing. So to get that as well, you can just go to the web and type Power Automate Desktop. Okay, you can get it from Microsoft download, but also as well you can just pick the first one here and install it. I think this is the installation here. Download the Microsoft Power Automate installer, but I have it already. I don't need to go ahead doing the downloading. But if you want to install it, get it on your system, it's my pleasure for you to do that. So yeah, this is the interface, and this is what the icon looks like, just like the Power Automate on the cloud. This is the desktop version. You can see just like any other app I have on my laptop. Now I have it sitting on my system. And yeah, the logic is similar. The only thing different from the desktop version and the online version is, I'll say, the triggers. This one does not have triggers. You can just start from anywhere you want. Remember, for the online one, I spoke about automated, instant, run at this time, run when this action happen. This one does not really have that. You can start from anything, basically anything. So, for example, um, let's say I want to create a new flow now in my desktop. I just click on here, my new, I click on flow, and this shows you, it's gonna load up now, asking me for my name, call it test flow, and I click on create. Now I have my test flow here. It's gonna load up, and then I can start building my flow in this. And what I'm doing right now is not for you to get it all perfect, know everything now. I'll say what I'm doing right now is more like awareness. So you know that, oh, like if you ever hear discussions about this, you know that this particular tool exists. And you can always pick it up yourself, explore, go on YouTube, all these other platforms just to learn more about it. I'll say the major thing I would do today is just create that awareness in you to know that something like this exists and it's being used in the business space. So it gives you that competitive edge where you go to businesses that I'm not just a data analyst. I know about Power Automate. I can automate some tasks for you and make your life easier. Okay, can I take the step again? Which one? Like on Power Automate desktop. All right. I was like, for this, yes, sir. All right. Perfect. Okay. 1 minute before I get there. So here I have. my Power Automate desktop, this is what it looks like. This is the interface. And how did I get here? When you open your Power Automate desktop, I had to first download Power Automate online, installed it. I have it already installed on my laptop. So I installed it. I have it here, like as a normal application, the way you have PowerPoint, every other thing you have in your system, you have it installed on your local machine. And then the next thing you have here is the home, the flows. This icon, they just added it. I really don't even know what it does yet. This is one of the things I plan to explore. Microsoft is always adding new things every now and then to make their solutions better, which I'm actually gonna do. Said I need to go premium, pay to use it. I'm not ready to do that yet, but when the time comes, I will definitely do that and see what it does. But I'm sure it's going to be something exciting. And examples as well, like you can see examples of things people have created, like Excel automation. If you don't want to be doing some manual calculation in your Excel, you can automate it from here. Web automation as well, desktop automation, text manipulation, this and this. These are like examples that they've created to sort of guide you on what to do. But what we did was just to click on new and then click on flow. And it's going to ask you for your name. Oh, not for your name, like the name you want to name the flow you're about to create. I just gave it a name here, like flow name. I gave my test flow. And once you do that, you click OK. It's going to open this flow for you. I called it test flow. And you see it here. So yeah, this is your Power Automate. Very simple and interesting, like layout and everything. And all these are like the different actions you can sort of bring in here. You have your HTTP browser, Excel, Word. You want to automate some things in the database, in your email, OCR. That's for like, I use this for reading text and all those things, like finding text on a web page, your AWS, your Azure. Interesting things, but I don't want it to be complex. We are hearing about this for the first time. And for me, I'm a very lazy person. When I want to build flows now on desktop, I don't like having to, for example, if I want to launch a website, I can just type it here. Or let me see whether I can increase, or I can't increase the size. I was thinking maybe I can zoom in. All right. So now let's say I want to launch a website now. All I need to type here in the action is launch. It shows me which website I want to launch or anything. If I want to do anything in Azure, I type it here and it shows me different things I can do within Microsoft Azure, shut down a virtual machine, create a session, all these different things. But as I said, I'm very lazy. I would love to just show Power Automate what I need, and I want it to record my steps and sort of follow my action. So I know definitely we might not have all this open on our laptop now, but just remember this part in Power Automate Desktop. To make your life easy, please remember this thing called the recorder. It makes your life super, super easy. If you not pick anything from this class, just remember that in Power Automate Desktop, there's something called the recorder. And what the recorder does for you is that I just clicked on it, sorry. I just clicked on it. And sorry, my laptop is the slowest of the slowest right now. I've not restarted it in the longest of time. All right. So you're gonna see an example of what the recorder does. Um, Now I've clicked on it. I'm now telling it to record. So every action I take on my screen, the recorder is going to sort of record it here. and come and save it as action. So if I run my flow, any of the things I do is what the recorder will just sort of play for me. And let me try to do like an example. Okay. My laptop is slow. Uh, yeah, I really need to restart the system. I can't even open up like pages and all those things. Going, coming. So you can see it's adding some steps here. I'm trying to sort of like add a new page here on my LinkedIn and all those things. So that's what is recording. It's not the laptop is so slow that it's recording the steps, but the laptop is not even taking the action to create like an extra tab. But I just want you to understand like the gist of what it does. So let's say you have a step from start to end on your laptop. For example, when you come into the work in the morning, you are supposed to open um when you come to the office in the morning, you are supposed to open a Word document or an Excel document, do some things, adjust some things in Excel, click some things, type in some numbers, delete some information, and all those things. Let's say that's what you're meant to do in the morning. You can record those steps. It's more like someone is watching you. This thing is watching everything you are doing and is recording it. And immediately you are done, you click on done. As I said, my laptop has been acting up. So everything I'm doing does not even, this is not like an organized step. It's so hard to even drag this out of my screen. My bad. I'm so sorry for this. I should have restarted this. So it records everything you do step by step. And once you click done, it brings all those steps you've done. Oh, okay. It brings all those steps you've done into your Power Automate. So if you run it now, for example, mine is going to throw up error because I wasn't doing anything logically. I was just clicking on something because it was lagging. So when you run it, it starts from the beginning. This is telling you that, oh, this is a auto-generated response, recorder and all those things from the recorder. And you start running each step. So it knows that, oh, the first thing I did was to press a button on Google. For you, it could be like, oh, launch me this website. Type in my username, type in my password. You can tell it to save your password and type the password. Press enter so that it can go. Refresh the web page. Wait for 30 seconds. Go and download this document. Go and do this. Go and do that. You can put this in orderly steps. And every morning, instead of you having to do the whole hustle and bustle, you can just run it while you are trying to do your thing, get your morning coffee. It runs all these tasks within minutes and make your life easy. And this is just on a small scale of things. There's like automations you do on a large scale of things that it's even mind blowing sometimes when I think of it. I don't know if you are getting the gist or I'm speaking too vague. Maybe someone can just unmute and just give me like an idea of what they can think of this Power Automate desktop version. I know I spoke of the cloud version last week, but I felt it won't be complete without introducing you or giving you just the idea of what's the desktop version. Say the network kicked me out when you started recording, sir. Oh, Victoria. Victoria, I'll just give you like a quick run through on what I said on the desktop version. The desktop version sits on your laptop, like on your system, not on the cloud. And you can carry out different actions, launch a website, work on your Excel, different database. And I said, I'm very lazy. I don't like having to drag all these actions one by one. For example, if I want to move my mouse, for example, I have to type it, move mouse. If I want to move my mouse, for example, I have to do this. Come and drag it here, and then it will ask me where do I want to move my mouse to. So for example, if on this, let's say this is the website and I want to move my mouse to this particular position, I can press Alt Tab. I know this X and Y axis. I know the X axis is 1681, Y is 16. My Alt Tab, I know it's there. Or I can just press Ctrl Shift, just like it's written here. Press Ctrl Shift to grab the current position. I can do that and I save. But because I don't want to be doing all those manual stuffs, I just go ahead and click on my recorder. So if I do click on my recorder, I just open the website, click, do this, type in whatever I want to type. The recorder records all the action I'm doing that I want to automate. And I can click on save and it brings those action here and I can run them rather than having to do them myself. Like, oh, move the mouse to this location and then now send like a left click also, or send mouse click. So because, and I'm telling it to do like a left click. So basically what I'm telling it to is move the mouse to this coordinate, then send a left click. If I don't want to be doing all those steps, it's just better for me to use a recorder to make my life easy than the whole manual aspect of telling you where to click, what to select, and all of those things. So that's what I've been trying to point out since and trying to explain as simple as I can. But I won't be able to run some examples here for you because my system is not in the best of position to do that. All right. All right, let's go back to cloud. I said, anyone like just give me one thing or maybe a use case you can think of right now after hearing all these things about the desktop. Anyone? Adiemi?
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Yeah. What I have learned so far is that the desktop recorder helps us to perform the actions we want to automate. Like maybe we want to open a file, we want it to want to type a particular.
I can't hear you anymore. Adiemi? Can anyone else hear Adiemi?
Automation to be recorded, like it will arrange the steps according to the actions.
Perfect. So that's just simply what it does. That is, in simple terms, what it does. And remember when I told you guys about now you can have a combination of the cloud and the desktop. The next question you should be having in your mind is how do I link them together? Like I have a particular flow I've created on my desktop and I have my cloud flow. How do I link these two together? Remember I said on the desktop version, there's no trigger. Like it's just sitting on its own. Like nothing is going to force it to run on its own. It's just, let me just open this now. This now, do you see any trigger here? Like there's no trigger compared to the one for the cloud where you must select a trigger. You see this one is written triggered by, or this one you put a time where you want it to run as a trigger. So on your desktop, there's no trigger. If you don't go into it and press run, it's never going to run. But then on the cloud one, I know I can set a trigger to it. That's where it becomes fun. So I can say that, oh, because I have this flow I'm meant to do like some document manipulation and some other interesting crazy stuffs on this particular folder by 2, let's say by 2 p.m. every day, and send to my boss by latest 5, because I know this process can take like almost 1 hour. I can create a cloud flow that I know, on scheduled cloud flow, I know this one is triggered by time. This one is triggered by me actually going to click on it manually. And for automated cloud flow, something must happen. Either I submit a form, someone submit a ticket, an event must happen for this to be triggered. So I can say, oh, I have my problem. By 2, I need to do some manipulation in Excel so that I can send to my boss. I can then build a scheduled cloud flow, set it to run by 2, and tell it to run my desktop flow. Do you get the logic there now? So I'm now trying to combine the cloud and the desktop. So I'm telling the cloud to run by 2, and when it is running, go to the desktop. I have this particular flow in my desktop. I want you to kick it off as well, so that it runs and tells me whether I succeed, and pick the document after it has finished manipulating it and send to my boss. Let me just try to show you what that looks like. So now he's asking for my name, the flow name. Just call this test flow 2. I'm not going to build anything here. I won't run anything here, just to show you the logic behind combining the two together. And just as I said, I'm not a fan of the new. Oh, all right. So now I have this run once a day, and you can set the time as well. I'm just going to leave this as it is for now. And I'm saying I want to add a new step. The step you add to run a desktop flow, just like you are speaking English, is just simple. Run desktop. Can you all see this? So what you're basically doing is just adding this to it, and it's going to ask you, uh, this is the machine. Do I have domain and username? I mean, oh, you need to log in the credentials. I don't think I've ever tried logging in my credentials here. Hmm. Type name of credential. Fine. Desktop flow. Oh, we might not be able to do all of these things. Yeah, it makes sense now. We might not be able to do all of these things because it's going to ask for some special keys. All right, all right, all right. Just as I said, we might not be able to do it, but then you just get the understanding. Because when you get into organizations, they already have this set up. Because let me just show you what I was trying to say. Ah, it's asking for some Azure keys and all those things, and I don't have them. Yeah, you see this thing here called premium? It's more like it's not for everybody. You need to make some payments and do some things to have access to premium features. And this is just a simple developer account, not a paid account, basically. So I might not be able to do this. I might not be able to do this. But then I think that's the knowledge learned here. You can connect your cloud and your desktop together for them to work together in the same flow. That's what I'm trying to get to here, and you can see this work here. All right, all right, all right. So for the practical I have today on Power Automate, I want to keep it simple. I don't want something too complex. And the one I'm gonna, okay, Sunday, Sunday, you can speak. I can't hear you. Hello, Sunday. All right, I guess we lost him. I want to make this flow we are going to create today practical. Can anyone just come up on mute and give us a scenario and let's build it out? I don't want the scenario to be from me. Anyone? I think this would be the best way to even learn as well. Come up with a scenario and let's try to build it together. Because this is how the business case work. Like someone comes in, someone shares a problem with you, we dissect it together. All of us will break it down together. We think, oh, what should be our trigger? What should be our next steps? What should we do here? What should we do there? We bring it into light, then we can come here and then come and build. So anyone, someone must give me something, or else we are not going to build anything today. You can just unmute. It can be any random idea, and let's see whether we can work on it. And if not possible, we'll try to reduce it to something that is doable.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, I can.
I work as a field auditor.
Sorry, your voice is quite low.
Okay, I said I work as a field auditor for now.
Okay.
Since, regarding my normal routine when I go for field auditing to create a flow. So the thing is, when I get to after the whole thing, I prepare reports, and before preparing reports, I'm thinking we can use. I'm just thinking of this recording thing from whatever. When I'm done with my physical analysis, I go on to the inventory to do balancing. And when stock is not, when physical is not balanced inventory, I'll send the report.
Man, I'm trying so hard to hear you. Your voice is very low.
Okay.
I don't know. Can you everyone hear him like very clear, like you are hearing me? So I know it's not just from me. Maybe I try to switch my speaker. Someone just want me to know whether you are hearing him very, very clearly. Favor. The Dotun saying to you is not clear.
How is it now? Is it better now?
Oh, I can hear you now. Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
I was saying that I was thinking I can bring in something that I do at the office.
Okay.
Like when I finish my physical audits, I go to the inventory to do physical and stock balancing to see now when in a case where there is no balancing, I check for something. So I don't know if I can do that to say check if I can create a flow around the apps on my system, check if something has been transferred from on particular stock. I don't know if that's possible at all. On a particular stock, if there was a transfer, an inventory transfer, like offline, online transfer that was not that did not happen physically. If that happened, send a report
Okay.
to my regional head, and if not, report a theft case from by the storekeeper in charge. I don't know if that works. I'm just guessing.
All right. Um, Let me break down how that solution is going to work. You said an app on your system, right?
Yes,
You said
please.
it's a oh, that is where Power Automate Desktop comes in. Because on cloud, you are majorly just trying to check for things on the cloud. But with Power Automate Desktop, you can actually do it to go check, see whether there's a value where something is missing, and then try to check something, is it blank? If yes, you put in an action, and then the Power Automate flow sort of kicks off. You see the way I was trying to show you, like how you can combine the cloud and the desktop. The desktop will not send an email for you, but the cloud Power Automate, because all it's dealing with is the cloud, sending an email, doing this, going to check your SharePoints, going to check something, all on the cloud. But the desktop version runs on your system. The desktop version will be the best to help you check whether there's a change, and then the cloud picks it up from there, sends the email out to whoever needs to be reported to, and then maybe save the information of that email so that every action it takes is recorded. That would be too complex for us to do today, but I think you understand how the solution will work there if we are to actually do it on the business level. You will need the Power Automate desktop and
Yeah.
the Power Automate cloud to combine with this. So I'll say it's even a win, me trying to teach you guys about, not teach basically, but give us awareness about the desktop capabilities. And I like that you're already thinking about something like that. So if you have something like this in the office and involve something on the system, and then someone is telling you, we can just use Power Automate cloud for this, like, nah, this person is not on the right direction, because we need to do something on an app on our system. Nah, that won't work. You need Power to make desktop for that. But if it's just something strictly on the cloud, go to a website. Even going to a website and doing some things, you cannot really even do it on the cloud. Cloud will only send you an email, just do automated simple tasks. It cannot go to a website. It cannot go to my Facebook and log in my Facebook password and email for me. But desktop can, because on my desktop, I can do anything I want. I can open my Facebook, I can send messages, I can open any app, I can do anything. But cloud cannot do that. It's only programmed to whatever they've been programmed for it to do. Like, can only get access to maybe your Teams to send message for you in your Teams, your Gmail, email, and all those things. It can't open my Facebook and send message to my friend, good morning. For example, I have a girlfriend now. She wants me to. This is like example, hypothetical. She wants me to send good morning text to her every morning. I can automate it on my desktop. Like, when is it? Open this stuff. This is my password. This is my email. Send good morning, baby girl. Boom. Same way you can do it for your app also. So time when there's a change, check that column. Is it empty? Is it blank? And you pick it up and you start sending emails to your line manager. I hope that helps.
Perfectly, sir.
All right, you're welcome. Anyone else?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Sunday.
Okay, and my question is that is it from the cloud that we can able to create the power outflow?
Power apps. You said power apps.
Yes.
Okay. For power apps, you can create a flow inside of power apps itself, and I think you can also even create it from the cloud version. I think let me show you what I'm trying to say. I'm going to open power apps for you now.
Okay, I'm saying it.
I know you can create a flow from inside power apps. So this is
Okay.
power apps itself. And I think today just more like information session. I don't really need to build more because it's be very difficult for people to follow. I think this will be like a great session also for people to know what Power Apps sort of does and what you can do from it. Okay.
Okay, I understand. So the second one is that are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, the second one is that, so you said that we can't use cloud for Facebook. It's only
Hello, Sunday. I've missed you. Can't hear you. Hello? Hello?
We can hear you, Mr. Emmanuel.
Okay. And I was about trying to answer this question on power apps. So this is like the power apps. I'm not sure if it's around. So it was asking, can you create a Power Automate flow from inside Power Apps? And the answer is yes. I think data. I think I can search. Nah, no, yeah. Aha, yeah. You see your Power Automate here. You can click on Power Automate, and it's going to tell you to, if you want to create a new flow, you can click on create a new flow, and you are going to create a new flow right from inside Power Apps for people that are familiar with Power Apps. So if I want to create from blank, I can click on create from blank. Sunday, are you back?
Yes, I'm back. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if you followed what I was trying to do.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Your question was, can you create a Power Automate flow from
Power.
inside of
Yeah.
Power Apps? Yeah. And this is
Yes.
what I just tried to do for you. You just come over here, click on Power Automate, click on create new flow. It shows you some templates. You can go ahead to use the templates if you want. I know. And for people that are not familiar with Power Apps, it's more like you building an application on your mobile phone or for the
Okay.
web or anything basically. You can think of different solutions and you can build the next Facebook, but then I don't think you can build something that everybody in the world can use. Maybe people just within the organization that use your
Okay.
ads, sloop.com and everything. They are the ones that will benefit from this. You do create from blank and you'll be able to build a flow that is being triggered from your power apps. You see the trigger here, it has already appeared the trigger because this is from power apps. Yeah. All
Okay.
right. So I think your second question before you got stuck. Sunday. Oh man, can't ask this question. All right. I guess maybe when he gets back, he can ask his second question. Anyone else? Can you just bring up?
Okay.
Oh, Sunday, you're back. All right,
Can we
perfect.
cloud to open Facebook, or how to open Facebook?
Oh, you were saying, can we use cloud to open Facebook? And
Yes.
this is how
Better.
you know. So, for example, I'm adding a new step here now, and let me type Facebook. Ooh, I never knew they've added something like this. But as you can see, this is premium.
That's yes.
So you can create Facebook ad posts. It's even in preview. It's in preview stage. That is, they are still testing it. It's not like fully active yet. And
Okay.
also, I think they have for Twitter. You can do Twitter, but all these ones. Let me try and show you what I'm trying to say. You see what they've done here, create Facebook ad post review. These are like ad programmed functions for you to do. You can't do anything outside of create Facebook ad post with this. Do you understand what I'm trying
Okay.
to say here? So if I
Yes,
click
yes.
on this, the only thing I can do with this action is to create Facebook ad post. But on Power Automate desktop, it's more like I'm on a computer. I can do anything I want. You can open anything. I'm not restricted by any particular action by anything. I can click anything, I can open anything, I can type whatever I want, do whatever action I want. I have more freedom as to what I want to do compared to the desktop. Do
Okay.
you get the difference? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's even like the major difference. With cloud, you are sort of restricted to the action that particular thing can do. But with desktop, the world is yours. Like you can think of anything, click anything, drag, can even drag documents from year to year. Like it's easy because it's
Understand.
custom. You are the one customizing whatever action you want to do rather than something hard coded here.
Understand. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any other person? We have a few more minutes to go. These are like the question and answers. I'm sure you are learning as other people are asking. So I know there's something about people. There's always that question in you, like, "Ah, I don't want to sound somehow like there's nothing like sounding somehow in the learning phase of when you are hearing something new for the first time. Like there's nothing ever something like sounding somehow. And it's that question you have in you. That question could be what will even give clarity to someone else that is confused about it. So when you have that question, don't be shy to come up and ask the question. Like, just ask it. What's the worst that can happen? You might not cannot answer it, and then I try to give you a resource because me too. I'm learning every day. I never knew they had Facebook preview too. I just learned that today. If someone says it tomorrow now, like, oh yeah, that's true. How automate has Facebook? I've learned from Sunday today from his question. So we can learn from your question as well. And
Yeah,
it's
it's true,
true.
it's
It's
true, it's true.
true.
You learn
Yeah, exactly. Like
so the
you know they
question
have preview.
the question gives us yes, yes.
Exactly. So I've
Yes.
learned something new today, like from everyone, which I really appreciate Sunday. Thanks for that question.
Thank you very much. Okay,
So yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
Mr.
perfect.
Emmanuel.
That's
So sorry, I have the second question.
okay.
Okay, the clouds. Can we make the cloud as a open system? Is it that anytime that we open our system direct from the cloud without typing our passport inside it? When we open our system, can we just the cloud can open by itself, or we need to put our login for the cloud?
Um, for the cloud, it's just like a
Hello,
browser.
hello.
Hello, Sunday.
Yeah, just like when I'm yeah, hello.
Hello, I can
When
hear
I'm
you. Yeah.
resuming, maybe for example, okay, when I'm resuming, let's say example, when I'm resuming the morning, I open my laptop. Can I just log in direct from the cloud, or as you when I open my system, I open the cloud and now put my password in it, or you should open it direct?
I'm still a bit mixed with your question, but I'm going to try to answer it the way I think you are trying to ask. So you come into your work, you have some flows on your cloud, on your Microsoft
Yes,
cloud. What
yeah,
I do
Microsoft
in the morning
Cloud,
is, yeah, I open my Power
maybe.
Automate. Like I open my browser first, go to my Power Automate because Power Automate is already on my laptop for a while. It does not ask me to put in my password and all of those things because it knows that account is my browser. Just like you have your Twitter does not tell you to log in every time you are trying to sign in. It's only if it notices like a security threat or something, it tells you to sign in. Or your WhatsApp is only once in a while your WhatsApp will bring that password thing at all, like just do this, maybe once in 3 4 months. So it opens it up. And let's say you've created
Yes,
like created like
yes,
100 flows.
Mr.
Yeah, I'm coming. One
Hello?
minute, 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you Sunday.
Okay.
I said, let me
Okay, and
just
that's
try
it.
to answer.
Like a big IP that you normally put the passport before you can log into the BS. Do
Oh,
you get
oh,
it?
oh, oh,
So,
oh.
so what I'm saying for this cloud now, can also when you open the cloud, can you put the password before the cloud website is open? Your email where you can do work from a cloud.
Uh, that I don't think, because this is a Microsoft page. For you to do that kind of thing, you have to do some integration. Your tech team and all those things will have to do all those integration, adding you having like an ID and all those things. But then I think the thing Microsoft does to sort of protect their cloud-based platform is all these authentificators. Uh, I have this Microsoft authenticator on my laptop. I say on my laptop, on my phone. For some special Microsoft app, before I log in, I have to put in the authenticator password. The password changes every 30 seconds. I have to put that in before I log in. But for Power Automate, I've not really heard of such, like where you have to do such a thing. Or maybe if I'm still
Login.
not the question, yeah,
Okay.
I've never had that scenario before.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Any other question? I think one more question before we call it a day. And yeah, like I want you guys to connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm a very free person. I love chit chatting once in a while too. So let me drop my LinkedIn. If you have questions or things you feel you are still not clear during my free time, I can always jump. Just ask customer it runs locally on your computer and records mouse click while on premise. Yes, customer it runs on master call. Yeah, and performs triggered by events. Yeah, thanks Adeyemi. Perfect. So this is my LinkedIn. Oh wait, I'm gonna drop my LinkedIn here. So that's my LinkedIn. You can all connect with me if you have questions, or later you become Microsoft Power Platform developers and you feel, why not give this thing a try, like form a career out of it, or use it to improve my day-to-day activities, and you get stuck on anything, you can always reach out to me. And oh, I didn't even know my page is even open here. So yeah, this is me basically doing my thing. And yeah, I love to connect with everyone and start building flow one step at a time. All right, guys. Thank you so much. You guys have been really interactive. And I'm always happy when I get to speak about all of these things: automation, building of things. As I said, I remember when I was learning as well. It's not just about, yeah, I think maybe I should just do it here. Mm, I'm going to open my YouTube. Uh, do I have my YouTube here? I want to show you like YouTubers that are very, very great for learning this Microsoft Power Automate. Like they are super, super amazing. Um, Reza, Reza Durani. Let me get his name. Mm, Okay, the link. Reza Durrani is really, really great. Like I enjoy his content. Uh, Shane Young. Mm, Let me just go to his page. Sorry. Okay, Shin Young and who else? And our very own like he does a lot. Our very own Ola, like you can see the Power Automate icon here. He built something on Power Automate, Microsoft Forms, because his own is always easy for me to even understand. You can see this a beginner guide to Microsoft Power Automate. You can go watch this video, for example. Like his teachings are very, very easy to follow. And he breaks it down because he knows me and you very well. He knows the Nigerian market and all those things. Like send email with options with Power Automate, connect, how to send email and attachment in Power Automate. So I'll recommend going to watch his Power Automate videos. Maybe you can start with this, like a 2021 beginner guide. And from there, you build your automation. So those three guys have been super, super helpful for me trying to learn the whole Power Automate journey, and following them, consuming their content will do a lot, because this 1 hour, few hour session we do might not really do justice to all of these things. It just gives you the knowledge that this thing is possible. But when it comes to you actually building things, it becomes a lot difficult if you can't do it. So watching them will teach you how to do it and then start going from there. So, all right, thank you, everyone. I'm going to hand over to Dotun now, and thank you all for having me. As I said, if you have questions, you can just reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'll be more than happy to answer everyone here. Thank you, guys.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for another impactful and insightful section today. We truly appreciate the time, the energy, and the knowledge you have shared with us today. Thank you so much once again. And to everyone who joined today, I encourage you to reflect on what you have learned and consider sharing your experience on LinkedIn. I believe that it is a great way to document your learning journey and also for you to be able to inspire others and grow your professional presence on LinkedIn. And also, whenever you post, please feel free to tag Emmanuel Fagbinle and myDataClique on your LinkedIn page so that everyone can see what we are doing in our community. So thank you all once again for joining, and let us keep learning and growing together. So thank you so much, everyone. May God be with everyone. Bye for now.